Hello everyone, welcome to Time Capsule here on the Games Done Quick Twitch channel. This is our first time being live today and it's gonna be great. So we have an awesome show for you tonight. Starting with Fable, any percent, I have Clean Sarah and Etem here. Hello, how are you both?
Hello, I am well, and I am definitely not making a first appearance for a second time.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I'm doing excellent. Thank you.
And
Perfect.
Etem is also doing commentary for me.
Yes, hello. Hi. I'm helping Clean Sarah out, the fabulous Mr. Clean Sarah, with his commentary for the original Xbox version of Fable. So this will be any percent. This will be the 2004, the first one, the one that some of you all maybe grew up on. It's going to be a great run. Be lots of banter, lots of fun, exciting tricks that you've probably never seen before. So yeah, be a good time.
Yeah, so shake out the nerves and Clean Sarah, when you're ready for the countdown, let us know.
Okay. I will go ahead and get us rolling, literally, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, a go.
Hey, woo!
Woo!
All right, let's go, Clean.
So, speaking of rolling, yes, like I said, literally rolling. It's because it's faster than running, trust me. I did a perfect test under the absolute most perfect circumstances. As in, like, I modded the game, possibly deleted some NPCs from my pathing, and it ended up saving, like, 7 seconds over just sprinting, because you don't exactly sprint all too fast, unfortunately.
Yeah, and as we level up the speed step throughout the game, our rolling will get faster and faster.
Yeah. But anyway, a little bit about the story. We are a young lad, very fresh-faced, here in our hometown of Oakvale. It is our sister's birthday. We forgot to get her a present, so we are finding ways of accruing currency for purchasing said present. So that was a fellow who may or may not be having an affair with his wife. We don't exactly condone that.
That's all right. No, we don't condone that on this broadcast.
But we do condone getting gold quickly. So we're going to go ahead and dodge these guards, lest they give us a stern talking to, and give our sister her present.
Hello, little brother.
Make note of the fact that, make note of her eye color.
There's something wrong.
It may or may not change later.
Taking notes. So the town is on fire from the bandit attack. I mean, freak candle accident.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But I've never bought those candles from that trader. Unfortunately, father has gone sleepy go bye-bye. He is the purple highlight you'll see here.
Our sister is also missing, so is our mother. You know, very tragic stuff.
Mm-hmm. And
Can't
conveniently,
believe something like that would happen.
a wizard man named Maze, who is absolutely not a traitor, has come to rescue us. He will take us to the Hero Guild.
Just so happened to be fishing in the area.
Yeah.
Outside of town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it happens. Good fishing spot. You know how it is. So we're going to start off by punching Whisper, and not only is it fun,
Absolutely
but it's,
styling on her.
yeah, that was just breakdancing
A
on
little
her.
bit scuffed.
So the reason we punched her is not just because it's fun, but also because it's set up for a strat later where we skip some of the training. So basically the guild has a 4 strikes rule where if you hit a friendly NPC 4 times, you'll get told off and sent somewhere. So we'll use that later, and punching Whisper, she's available, it's the best option, you know? So we're going to start off by punching this dummy and then hitting it with a stick. The stick will be our first weapon. It does more damage. It swings it. It's a stick.
It's got a bit of a larger hitbox too, and that'll come in handy for the very first quest that we're going to be doing right here, is going into the Guild Woods and killing 10 beetles, who hopefully won't be giving me too much trouble with the target system.
Mm-hmm.
You'll also be seeing me pause just about most load screens I go into. That's just to actually help expedite the fade time of the game and how long it takes to load.
Yeah.
Actual time saved.
So yeah,
It's ridiculous how much time it saves.
Yeah, pausing at loading screens, pausing just before loading screen at the right time is faster. So let me give you an analogy. This is what's happening with the game, right? This is a very scientific analogy. Get your beaker and your Bunsen burners out and everything.
Etem is a certified boffin here.
I am a boffin, that is true. Okay, so imagine, like, you know when you wake up in the morning and you realize you've missed your alarm and you're late for work, you're like, geez, I'm late for work, and you like hurry up and you get ready quicker and like you run outside and everything. That's basically what the game is doing. Like you pause the game and it's like, geez, I'm late. I've got to go. It's quick. It's got to load the next map. Load the next map. So that's what the game is doing. That's definitely what happens. I'm a scientist. I'm a science man. So that is the explanation of quick fades, and that is what you'll do. Yes, imagine a bus. Imagine the bus, but the bus is late. That's the analogy.
Mm-hmm.
You can put that old.
So we're older now, so we need to do some more advanced training. Mm-hmm. And our sparring partner here is going to be Whisper, because of course.
Mm-hmm. There's apparently only two
basically,
heroes
we're just
in the
going
guild.
to be learning to attack with our sword, even though we totally didn't just learn how to attack with our stick earlier.
Well done.
We're learning how to block, and now we're going to combine the two. Hopefully, not even necessary, though. Hopefully Whisper is just going to behave, being a little bit weird.
Ooh. Oh, God. Yeah, she's being quite annoying.
That's fine.
All wrong, Whisper.
You can't win them all. But, yeah.
So you know when we hit Whisper earlier, this is going to come into play in this next training here, which is the archery training. So the guildmaster's going to say, oh yeah, hit these 3 dummies, and then say, oh, I'll see how many you can hit in a minute. But luckily there's a dummy also in front of us, i.e. the guildmaster, so we're going to hit him twice to skip this training.
Well, I did accidentally hard target and punch Whisper earlier again.
It happens.
But thankfully I didn't get punished for that.
That's all right.
It's time to.
And was just allowed to progress.
Yeah, it's quite unusual. The guildmaster's like, oh, what are you doing? You shouldn't do that or you'll be disqualified. And then he just lets you skip it. So we're going to do the same thing here with the bow. Says, hey, what are you doing? And then lets you skip it.
Very good.
We're going to carry on with the final part of the training, which is hitting Maze, who is not a traitor, with a sword, bow, and lightning.
7 times each.
7 times each.
Absolutely the most grueling thing the developers could have possibly come up with. Mm-hmm. I promise.
It's right. You just hit someone 7 times and you're ready for the big bad world, you know.
Oh dear, he teleported way behind me and broke the hard target as well. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, there's a little bit of RNG with where he teleports. Sometimes he can teleport with his back exposed, which is faster than like him connecting with a block sort of thing. So we get a little bit of RNG here, but it's not too much.
Yeah.
And his teleports are also on a timer, so he'll probably teleport and then teleport again here, as you can see. But it's okay.
That's enough.
So we're going to leave the guild and finish our training, but not before we get our first upgrade of the run, which is going to be Assassin Rush. Is that correct?
Instant fate. Yeah.
Assassin Rush, which is basically zoom you go forward spell. It zooms you forward. Which has a lot of uses. Like, not only is it good for speed, it's also lets us zip behind enemies and will come into use later for something. So it's a high tech spell.
First, you are. Now choose.
There is a lot going on with it. It also gives you a good chunk of invincibility frames too. So
yes,
that's always good.
iframes, they are also very good. They are invaluable if you was to try and do a no-hit run, which has been attempted and succeeded.
And me in this very version of the game too.
Yes, we decide to split up. Nobody's done Anniversary yet, so if you decide you want to do Anniversary, the world is your oyster.
Exactly.
Except this oyster has poisonous teeth. So as you can see, this is Assassin Rush just zooming us forward, having a jolly old time through Lookout Point and Albion.
Yep.
So we're going to do our first quest, which is Wasp Menace, where we will be fighting the Wasp Queen. So there's a Wasp Queen. Normally she's nice, but now she's not. Because of dark forces. Very ominous. We're going to take care of the Wasp infestation.
And thankfully it's not too difficult at all. I mean, it is your very first quest. You can't exactly go all Dark Souls on a new player that fast. This isn't actually Dark Souls, so people would probably have a few complaints about that.
This isn't Dark Souls. It's more like if
It's baby's first Dark Souls.
It's like if Zelda could roll like Sonic the Hedgehog, but it was also made in the UK.
True.
That's the analogy of the game. If you never played Fable, we'll just go with that. It's the Dark Souls of games made by Peter Molyneux as the lead designer,
More wasps have spawned, but they are no match for your weapon.
along with a bunch of other developers. The other developers don't get that much love for all
And it's a shame,
Peter Molyneux
honestly.
gets a lot of love, but
You are
we've
making
got a lot of people who
in combat
put a lot of good work into this game. Shout outs to Dean Carter.
Shoutouts
So
to
we're gonna-
everybody over there
Yes,
at Lionhead.
big shout outs.
received a new quest card.
So we're going to head over to Bowstone and we're going to do a little bit of shopping here. Normally, if this was the PC version of the game, I'd be doing some
Hero, your will
big like talk about how the economy is busted. But no, the economy is working in the original version. They broke it in the PC versions. So we're going to sell off our potions and use that to buy some will potions, which will be for restoring our will energy, which is what we're using to cast Assassin Rush. And we'll also use it to buy a slightly stronger bow.
Oi, you
Emphasis
yeah.
on slightly stronger,
Yeah, it's very slightly stronger.
to the right place.
but is absolutely worth it. All right, let's see here. Menu.
Yeah, normally there's a
Awesome.
glitch you can do where you can buy an item in bulk and then sell it back for more than you like paid for it. But that doesn't work in this version. It's a misconception that it works in all versions. No, not in this original version.
True.
Check the guild.
So we actually do have to be kind of thrifty with our expenditures and gold acquisitions, and maybe possibly not exiting the menu prematurely.
Yeah, you may
might
want to
help.
get that bow. It could be useful.
Come to the right place.
Yeah, it would be nice to have a weapon other than a stick. I'd like a stick with a bow or with a string attached to it.
Yeah.
May or may not be helpful.
All weapons are just glorified sticks when you boil it down.
True, true.
So we're going to take our first, I guess, it's not even our first quest, but we get a quest with a choice. So you can either protect or attack Orchard Farm. We're
For
going to
every
protect
choice,
it.
a consequence. Ooh, the consequence here is
yeah.
that we are going to be going faster by protecting the
Put that on
farm.
the back of the box art. So we also noticed, yeah, we said we bows to take us straight outside. And luckily the map is a little bit more empty now, so we can rush in peace. Again, I would normally do some little talk here about how Assassin Rush zips you towards enemies. But again, when you're using a controller, this isn't the case. And in fact, the PC version of the Lost Chapter, or like of this version of the game, has a very, very slight amount of controller support. Like, you can control the direction of your Assassin Rush, and you can go up and down in menus and like switch your targets, but that's it. You can't do anything else. There's no like, oh, you just press the button and bind the key. Nope, doesn't work. It's very, very unusual. Yeah, so we're going to be carrying on just on our way to Orchard Farm, which is just on the left, coming up here. Very ominous big stone. We'll see that later, or maybe not, depending on if we skip the cutscene.
I'm not sure how quickly it gets skipped, in
Yeah,
all honesty.
it's alright. You can throw for content and show it off. Like, remember what we said at the 12-minute mark? Yeah, that.
Works for me.
Timestamp that. Timestamp that.
All right, so this is going to be a bit of a challenging quest, so I'm going to ask for a little bit of focus time.
Death to evil.
All right, I should be pretty much okay from now on, to be honest, but
Nice. To explain a little bit what happened there, basically, whenever you like do damage to things, you get combat multiply, which is that 6 you see in the corner, which is now a 5, and you can see it decays over time. It also decays if you take a hit. So this number, this magical number, basically acts as our combo meter for XP. So if it's an 8, we get 8 times the XP. If it's 10, we get 10 times the XP. So we want to make sure that's as high as possible for this quest.
I'm going to be
We get the
specifically
maximum
going for
amount.
an 11 here.
Approaching.
Also need to make sure that I don't get in the way of friendly fire. We should be good now.
Yeah. Yeah, you can end up accidentally get down Mr. Presidenting the bandits. And then we kill the guards. We were zapping them in between just to sustain our combat multiplier and stop it from dropping. But now they've
nice red
their
smile.
usefulness.
Wonderful safety pickup.
Try to hit me with a flourish. So you
All right, Whisper just wants us to make sure that we know how to flourish. We do, in fact, know how to flourish. And then she's just not going to block our arrows at all at this point.
Yeah.
Because,
very few enemies can actually block arrows.
Yeah, she does later on, so that's not exactly a great strategy going forward.
You have reached
But yeah, for some reason she just doesn't bother blocking your arrows, which is a little bit silly. But that's Whisper for you. A little bit silly.
Yeah. All right.
Hero, your will energy is low. What's that?
Okay.
So rather than heading straight back to the guild, once he gets unstuck, we're going to take a detour to the next map. So basically, the way teleporting to different maps works in this game is that certain maps have what's called color skates, which are basically like teleport spots. So rather than going back and taking the quest and then having to backtrack through all this way, we're instead going to head forward a little bit, unlock the next color skate, and then teleport to there, because our next quest will take place there.
You got the gold they want. These bandits have
All right. I wanted to zap that bandit there just because I didn't want to deal with any dialogue triggers.
Afraid this path is private.
And I also don't have the gold to pay his toll anyway, so I really just don't want to bother with the dialogue involved with that.
Yeah, no. Just give the bandits a little zap. Friendly zap of greeting.
Yep.
Ooh. That was close. So if an enemy attacks you while you're charging your guild seal, it will be interrupted, so he's very lucky that the Wasp didn't.
Wasps are actually notably bad at this game.
Yeah. But they're also incredibly fast. They just like lock onto you as like target located. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, they really do. They really do be like that. All right. Gonna be upgrading my strength here. Gonna be upgrading my speed, making me roll faster and attack faster. Wonderful stuff. Gonna be learning a spell summon. Summons a wasp, which I just said was bad at the game. That may or may not come into play.
Okay, so rather than taking the next quest, we're going to take a short detour into this very normal, nondescript Spartan map called the Chamber of Fate, which will be... There's some surprise in here. So summon basically creates a creature to fight by our side, which in this case is a wasp. The wasp spawns right in front of us. Take note of that. Also note that Assassin Rush zips you forward and can zip through enemies.
Zip you behind living entities.
Hero, your will energy is low.
With a little bit of... We are under the floor. We have unlocked the Sword of Aeons. This is the sword you get at the end of the game.
Notice that number, 550. Oh,
Yep.
Wasp is not wanting to come down. Okay, there it is. Okay. I did not want to leave this area until I had gotten the Wasp down from there.
That's fair. So yeah, that's pretty useful. To give context, our stick did about 20 damage. This does 550. So a little bit of a step up, So we're going to use this for the rest of the game.
I unfortunately got a little bit of bad RNG as far as spawns in here is concerned, but it's okay. We'll make do over here.
Yeah. And as a note, by the way, that Sword of Aeons trick works in every version of the game. Even you can try it in Anniversary. You can boot up the Steam version of Anniversary, most up to date, and it will do the exact same thing. So what he's done here is he transferred to summon creature. So basically, when your summon creature kills another creature, if it's stronger, it will turn into that thing. So now it's a hob. So I guess to give a little bit of explanation as to what happened is that our Wasp acted as a portable hitbox.
I'm right with you.
And then it was slightly embedded in the floor, and then using Assassin Rush, we zipped behind it, ignored the hitbox of the stairs, and then we went under the floor, which also has the Sword of Aeons, just because of one singular cutscene, which lasts about 5 seconds, where the Sword of Aeons sort of like appears. So we are doing a trader escort here. So we are escorting the traders. Take note of that. We have 2 traders, and we're going to
Actually, we
escort
have
the
3.
traders. We have 3 traders, and we are going to escort them.
Yep. Somebody is going to be getting out of this dark and spoopy woods alive.
I hope it's us. Oh boy. Oh god.
It will be us. It will be us, but somebody else is going to be there along with us.
I don't have the notes for this quest. Oh god, what happens? Are we going to be okay?
Actually,
also,
we're going to be more than okay, because turns out you can just kind of throw what you know about escort quests in the traditional sense right out the window, because you can actually just go right through the majority of these screens without ever having to worry about whether or not the traders are going to be behind you on the other side.
Yeah, as long as the traders have a little like follow icon, which they don't have. The icon in the bottom left, that follow icon, as long as they've got that, they'll follow you through the map, so like you don't need to worry.
And I'm going to be waiting for that very same icon, and I'll know what's going to be there when I see this trader's green dot turn around.
Yeah.
So, fun fact, you actually can do this all without even the initial 2 traders. You can actually have the infected trader, who
Pretty
is
good. It's
currently
like,
with me.
It's like, oh, did you get the traders through Darkwood? No, I killed them. But I've got Billy here. Do you like Billy?
Yeah, and the game actually doesn't care. It only cares if you have successfully escorted still living traders. So
Yeah.
we just take advantage of that.
Yeah, and also just for context, we killed the traders not just for fun, but because it skips some dialogue, because they go to the camp and they're like, oh, I haven't seen you around. That was the wife, how's the kid? All of that sort of thing.
Sorry, what?
You don't get the, oh, how's the wife? How's the kids? How's it going?
I'm just really impressed at that impression. Very well done.
Thank you.
Ooh,
You just have to
that's
take my
super
word that was
flourish.
correct. That was
Okay,
a very
I'm
good
gonna go ahead
flush.
and grab. Yeah. So you're gonna see some more of those super flourishes in a few more quests, but yeah, that actually yeah, Earthstraw. I just grabbed it for experience, for safety.
Yeah, makes sense. We're going to finish the quest. We just like hope the trader doesn't notice that the trade. We did a terrible job at this quest. We just killed the guys, left them for dead. We just had a terrible time with it. But we got our gold, so yay.
Yeah, and funny thing about that infected trader, most people probably remember him always transforming on them. But the timer for that, there is a timer for it, and it only starts once you've reached the ancient Culliscape screen.
Yeah.
Once that's happened, the timer starts, and then you're on that wonderful time limit. But until that point, you can just do whatever.
Yeah.
You can take all the time you need.
Yeah, because that trader's been going to turn into a Balverine and hit you, and it's going to be terrible. But, we just bought some potions heading through Oakvale, and you may say, Etem, Clean Sarah, you can't go to this map. There's just a locked gate here. Whatever are you going to do?
True.
You silly turn around now. You silly Billy. You got to go and get the quest and everything. It's going to be great.
Oh, I will. I will get the quest, but I just want to make a quick little detour.
You just
first,
really like looking at gates.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't everybody like gates? I don't like gates, actually.
No. So yeah, we use summon again with a slightly different method, using a hob to clip through that gate and ignore the collision. So we're in this map early. Normally there's a bunch of bandits here and they attack you and it's terrible and then you burst into tears, but we can go through this map very quickly. Hey. Yeah, no, we're just going to head...
It is actually true to its name, sorry.
Yeah. So we're going to unlock the next color skate and then we're going to teleport and start the quest smack dab in the middle. So we're going to teleport here. You also notice we didn't pick up the bandit gear because normally you have to like disguise.
Fun little no HUD glitch, by the way.
Yep.
Guaranteed. Actually saves time.
Guaranteed quick fades. But yeah, no, so normally you have to disguise and he's like, hello mate, nice bandit gear. And then he lets you in, but the only thing between you and the bandit camp is a gate. And you know what we do with gates.
We make like they don't exist.
Yeah, as long as you clip through it, you got this clean.
Nice and easy.
Nice one.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, we're going to head over
Be
and
doing a
there's
little
a
bit
gate.
more of that.
Yeah, we do a little gate clipping.
I'm gonna kill my hob right there just to refresh it. Because ones that have, for some reason, it's a bit weird. Like summon creatures that have been used previously for clips or whatever, they tend to turn around on you when you've resummoned them. So that's just me killing them to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, they do like to rotate on the spot. It's like, you thought you was going to clip? Kind of ruin your day. So we're gonna fight up against probably the first real boss of the run, which is Twinblade. So Twinblade's gimmick, so he has two swords, as the name would suggest, and his gimmick is that he can only really be properly damaged when he jams his swords into the ground, and that operates on a timer. So we're just gonna sort of like sit here and give him a little tickle while we wait.
Yeah, as impressive as the Sword of Aeons is. Ooh, dear. Okay, cool.
You can see the Assassin Rush iframes there. We're also going to, so we've not even talked about Berserk here. So Berserk is the thing that makes you go red and angry and all bulky. This is a very multifaceted spell. First of all, you'll notice we did 2,000 damage there. A bit more than the 150 per bow shot we were doing in Orchard Farm. But Berserk is a very broken spell indeed. So it increases the damage you do. It will knock enemies down. It will increase your attacking speed. It will increase your rolling speed. You cannot die while in Berserk. You'll only ever stay at 10 health. And also, whenever you take damage, you'll increase the amount of damage you do. So like every hit you take will increase the amount of damage you do. So this is just like an all-round useful spell. It'll be useful for movement. It'll be useful for attacking. It'll be useful for just pressing the button because you feel like it. So yeah, we're in Berserk now.
The only real downside is that it makes you really scary, and like any like NPCs probably don't really want to associate with you very much, and they'll likely run away from you in terror.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
Yeah, that not only affects trade deals, but also just like the pathing. So like an NPC will just be like, oh, and run in your way.
You've received a new quest card.
All right, so Mr. Not a Trader Maze has just requested that we go find his missing friend. Calls himself the archaeologist. May or may not be secretly a trader who specializes in trophies. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that gives us access to this area called Whichwood.
Whichwood?
Pretty rainy, pretty stormy, pretty comfy, honestly. I do rather like the zone. You know, setting aside the big rock troll right there and the Balverines and the other monstrosities that reside here.
It's right. The game really insists on you fighting the rock troll, but you can kind of just walk past him. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm here and I'm bad and I've got a health bar. It's like, no, all right, bye. Catch you later, mate. We'll see him later on, maybe. So yeah, that was a demon door. We clicked through the demon door.
I'm slightly nervous about that.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah, we are not good, actually.
We are not good. That's okay.
All right, I need to. I was greedy. I did something I should not have done. I tried to do a quick fade on that particular thing. The only problem with that, though, also, yes, my Xbox is in fact modded.
Shock horror! Alert the masses.
We do allow that for OG Fable speedruns because of the fact that it is what do you call it? Xboxes these days are usually you know, kind of on the fritz and such.
Make sure you load the autosave for the love of God.
Yeah, I will.
Okay,
also,
good.
my Amrek seems to be kind of mute. Is everything going okay on the capture cards and on stream? Because that's kind of the important thing.
I mean, it looks fine to me, but I guess we can
need to
keep an eye on it.
This is
it just the sound?
Hang on. Yeah, there should be sound right now.
Ooh.
Okay. Technical difficulties, please stand by. Okay, we got that sorted out. There we go, got that up.
Make sure you go live on Discord again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so lesson learned. Do not do that thing that I was just trying to do.
So, hey, we're going to Whichwood. This is the we just got here. Hi everyone. This is Clean Sarah with Fable.
Yes, hi everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to Time Capsule. This is Clean Sarah with Fable and commentary by Etem. For just
hello,
joining us.
hi, nice to be here. Yeah, just got here.
Just got here too.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how late the bus was.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, cool.
So we have this rock troll here, and we can kind of just ignore him. We can just zoom past him. We're going to clip through the demon door. And we're not going to pause the game clean. Yeah, we'll make it through. So the archaeologist, fun fact. So you may have seen Clean refer to him as a trophy dealer, and that's because he used to be a trophy dealer who sold, well, trophies. But then at some point in development, he was changed. But like if you spawn him in and stuff, oh yeah, you can see the would you like to trade? You can say yes, but it won't actually do anything, unfortunately. So similar to what we did in Orchard Farm, we're going to head over a few maps into Knothole Glade, which is the town of Whichwood, because that's where our next
It is all
quest
definitely
will take
faster,
place.
yeah.
You should return to the guild now.
It beats having to go all the way back from where you came into Whichwood originally.
Yeah.
And it also cuts out annoying autosaves as well.
Thank God for autosaves, I like to point out, because otherwise you would have had to
Big true.
start over.
For more quests.
Would have had to really probably walk away in a very sad
I don't think we
business
can
way.
start the stream over again a third time, I'll be honest.
I don't think so either.
I don't think they would take kindly to that.
Yeah.
Fine. So yeah, we're just going to head up here to Knothole Glade. So just loading into this map here with a very nice quick fade. So this is the village of Knothole Glade. It's under attack by Balverine, so its gates are barred for the moment. We can go back to the guild and take a quest card to... I messed that up. Never. Hello. Hello.
That was
Hi.
close enough for government work, honestly.
We'll take that. So yeah, this is the White Balverine quest. We are going to hang out with the White Balverine for a little bit and then actually fight him. Do we get any upgrades? We do get upgrades.
Yes, we
here.
do. I want to upgrade my strength a little bit more. I want to learn the spell called Multi-Strike, does what it says on the tin. And learn the spell called Physical Shield, also pretty much does what it says on the tin.
Yeah, Physical Shield is
Upgrade
insanely
my
broken as
magic power
well. Because, so this is a very infamous spell. So it basically puts a mana shield around you, magic shield, and any damage you take will be taken out of your magic instead. The key part of this is that it also stops your combat multiplier from dropping down. So you know the combo meter in the top left. Normally that goes down when you take a hit, not with Physical Shield. So that'll be very useful for XP acquisition.
In this very quest, actually.
So we've got some Balverines that are attacking the outside of the village.
They're also a little bit camera shy, so I need to make sure I'm not pointing the camera at where they spawn it.
Yeah.
From. Oh dear, that's unfortunate.
Feels like you're a stream sniper with that. Like there, it's like, hey, nice to meet you.
What was that lady doing?
She was doing her best. That's all we can ask of her.
She's running.
she was having
Running
none of
into
that.
the danger.
So we need to attack the White Balverine 10 times, and it could be with anything. So we're just going to zap it with lightning. Oh, just decided that was the same lady. She's like, don't run into danger.
No, it was a different one, but yeah.
We'll pretend
Oh,
it's the same.
probably a different one.
Yeah.
That thing's skin is too...
That thing's skin is too tough, even for you.
Yeah, normally, because you can cancel the, it's basically when the White Balverine is taking 10 hits, he'll like go to a certain spot and then go, "Awoo," and then like jump up into the air. But you can cancel that animation a little bit. But unfortunately, that specific lady really likes to get in the way. Like if you're trying to like attack her from a distance with a bow, and she'll just be like, no.
Damn.
And yeah, the key thing that this quest is supposed to be telling us is that this thing can only be hurt by, or really hurt by special weapons, as if the Sword of Aeons isn't a special weapon, but
Yeah.
specifically, Balverines, Undead, and White Balverines especially are really weak to silver weapons.
Yeah.
And we will be we'll be making use of that, but yeah, just take note of how long it's going to take me to kill this thing with the Sword of Aeons.
Yeah, we'll save that silver augmentation as a .FLA for later. But but for now, yeah. Unfortunately, the Sword of Aeons doesn't have any free augmentation slots. Otherwise, that would be mega broken. But for now, we can settle for just
partially broken.
Hitty Balverine with Dick.
I want you to get out of the water, please.
You get your fur wet. Dangerous in there.
All right, so I'm going to be hitting various health barriers on this guy, and he's going to be summoning some Balverine buddies every time he does it. And they'll try to hit me and stuff. They may or may not get cleaved down in the process. Cleave runs live.
We mentioned super flourishes before, and that's a mechanic that's exclusive to this version, where normally a flourish does 25% extra damage, but if your combat multiplier is over 10, you see like the flourish icon in the right that was like on fire. It will instead do double damage, which is rather useful, and I can see why it was removed because it was just crazy good.
And it also gives you complete invincibility too, so you don't ever get knocked out of your flourishes.
That's also a pretty big plus.
Yeah, it really helps in more restrictive categories like no upgrades, where you don't get things like physical shield.
Familiar status.
All right, so I'm going to be committing some. I can't say casual murder because we're doing a speed run, but otherwise casual murder.
Otherwise, okay. In a video game, in Minecraft.
In a video game. Let us clarify that.
Yeah, using all that quickly got an XP from the White Balverine, we are going to upgrade a little bit because we've got the arena, which is the lots of enemies attack you quest. So the reason that there was a little bit of video game slaughtery is because basically if you commit a serious crime in a town, when they ask you to pay the fine, if you say yes, you'll also get kicked out of town, which conveniently puts us where we need to go in Whichwood Lake. So hopefully, if all goes to plan.
The guardsmen may or may not try to hit me, but it should be fine. They should never actually be able to kill me.
Yeah. So there we go. Thrown out of town. That saves about 15 seconds. Would you say 10, 15 seconds?
I'd say at least like 5 to 10.
5 to 10.
I first thought about doing it in Anniversary, and that's a little bit less effective there because of the fact that you have such better movement tech already. But for OG, it probably saves like around about 5 to 10 seconds.
2 minutes then, noted. Cool, so yeah, we are entering the arena, and we have a little bit of waiting time here because we basically we've got a bandit named Chameleon who is going to go in before us. Oh, we're getting a title. Which one are we going for?
Shout out to Budget Builds official. I have to do it for him.
Yeah, so we're going to have a little bit of waiting here. Give him a little wave. Where the bandit Chameleon goes in and then dies in the arena. So we'll have a little bit of waiting time while we pick up potions and stuff. So
pleased to serve you.
Potions, another silver augmentation because that will come in handy in this quest specifically. Gonna buy a new longbow. Gonna be assigning some things to my buttons and okay, I guess we are using lamp. From the get-go. I did mean to bind it, but we can just have it on. It'll be fine.
That's right.
We'll be able to see.
So yes, we're going to do a little strat here. So this is Owl. We are going to give Owl a little nudge down the stairs, very carefully. He seems to be having a good time. Look at him. He's
munching on something.
Yeah. That's the one thing you'll notice, that whenever the guards walk, you may have to zoom in for this. This is 480p content. is that whenever the guards walk, they like also like just go am, like they're biting an invisible cookie. It's pretty good. Amazing. The reason we put him here was not just for fun, but also because it means that when the after the cutscenes where he says, "Oh, you can go in," it means that he's right there, so you don't have to go up there and skip the all of that stuff.
So, the spell that I learned before coming to the arena was Force Push. Pretty much does what it says on the tin, but it is a little bit more than just that. It's a good animation canceller, and it also is not very discriminatory when, with regards to what it considers dealing damage to.
Indeed, yes. You'll notice the combat multiplier is going up at quite an alarming rate. So yeah, the Force Push is a great spell because it does damage, but it also doesn't check if the thing you're damaging is alive or not. So we are damaging these wasps here that have also reached the state of unlife, which is giving us a lot of combat multiplier.
Wasps.
Yes.
They've come to meet their makers.
Yeah, so we've reached about double our highest combat multiplier previously. So yeah, this will be useful in the arena because there's a lot of like waiting around for enemies to spawn and stuff. We can just force push our way. It also gives us will XP, which is quite nice.
Yeah, fun fact about Sword of Aeons too. It has a few augmentations on it. It's been kind of helping us a little bit throughout the run already. Through the health augmentation, which slowly restores health, and also the will augmentation, which increases your mana regeneration rate, even through physical shield being active, which would normally like cease will regeneration.
Yeah.
But it also has an experience augmentation, which it basically increases all experience gains by 10%. And that's going to come in very handy here.
Good stuff.
Ooh, locked camera. Okay, I unlocked it. Okay. Kill my hob.
So we're going to get the appearance of very, very, very special guest here just for you tonight, the viewer, you, the person listening and watching this. No, not the guy over there, you. We have a special guest. Her name is Whisper. She will be here to assist us in the arena. I say assist
is a term very, very, we use that term very lightly.
Yeah.
Yeah, among the animations that Force Push can cancel, it also includes death animations, which is, pretty useful.
Yeah.
All right.
Unfortunately, the strats we have to use on this version of the run rather than the Lost Chapters is like a little bit more finicky, because in the Lost Chapters we have a few more glitches, which mean we can like use Inflame and just like dispatch them all within a second. But we have to use our noggins a little bit more for here. So here's the white Balverine. There's the white Balverine dead.
Oh dear. Okay.
That is the power of two silver augmentations because they stack on top of each other. A silver augmentation will do 6 times the damage to a white Balverine, and then a second silver augmentation will do 6 times. So we're doing 36 times the damage, which is a rather large number. So 3,000, that's it dead. 3,000, that's another one dead. You can see things are going pretty well here, actually. Pretty shapely arena so far.
Yeah.
There is one use of Whisper, which is that you can talk to her and that will skip the announcer's dialogue, because the announcer really loves the sound of his own voice. But yeah, so we can just like talk to her, talk to Whisper to skip that dialogue. You need to do it a little bit carefully though, because if you talk to her too fast after saying yes, there is the opportunity for a soft lock. Pretty sure.
Yeah, it's not a soft lock. It doesn't soft lock. Like the dialogue just kind of overlaps and doesn't let the cutscene play as it should.
I see.
But you can just dismiss it with hitting like tab or space or whatever, like A.
I was going to say tab
We're
on
playing
a
on console.
Yeah, that would be an issue. Playing, we can't press tab. We're on an Xbox. What do we do now? We're in trouble.
Oh, I got... Okay, yeah. I do kind of need to, like, pay attention to how many times I do or do not get hit.
Yeah.
Ideally, though, with physical shield being active the entire time. Whisper, you can see how, like, this round with her especially is annoying.
Yeah.
If she knocks down the undead on you.
Yeah, speaking of knocking down the undead... Oh, first of all, we're going to do what is called the Spinny Boy strat. So there's those rotating rotor blade thingies. They rotate.
I'm just making a tiny use of it, taking, like, only one hit just to make sure I can one-shot these guys, because I literally just need one little extra, like, oomph.
Yeah. So basically those rotor blades, they do, like... If you stand within them, they'll do, like, 4 hits, which, like, massively increases the damage you do with the Berserk. So you can just kind of, like, chill in there for a little bit. And it'll be good.
Go, Arrow Dodger!
3, 2, 1, go!
The announcer's so, like, builds up so much tension. It's like 3, 2, 1. See?
Hero, your will energy is low.
You can see just how much damage you're doing. It's quite insane.
Oh, what are you doing over there, mate?
Yeah. The frame rate's also... It's taking a little bit of a tumble in the arena, but it's chugging along. Yeah, again, we are playing on the original Xbox version of the game, which... The original Xbox edition is actually the best version in terms of... Like, if you're playing this version of the game, the original Xbox is the best one to run it on. It is available for 360, but the frame rate takes a noticeable chug. It can also now, as of 2021, mid to late 2021, it can also be run on emulator, kind of. The frame rate's not good, but it does indeed run, which is very exciting news.
And it does kind of freeze from time to time as well, so it's not exactly speedrun safe at all.
But Clean Sarah has proved you can indeed finish the game with it.
Same goes with Xbox version of Lost Chapters as well.
Exactly.
So, yeah. XEMU is coming along.
Big shout outs. Big fan of that. We're going to fight up against the 2 rock trolls. These are probably one of the toughest enemies in terms of, like, damage they take and stuff, but we do a pretty good job of it. Also, if we're lucky, we will reflect some of their rocks. You can actually bounce back their rocks if you, like, hit them with a sword. In other versions of the run, you'll, like, strategically do it so, like, you berserk just as they chuck a rock, so you'll, like, knock it back towards them.
Yep.
So now we're going to fight off against basically the final boss of the arena, which is the Arachnox. It is a giant scorpion, so I guess keep your eye out if you're
So-called Arachnox.
So-called Arachnox. So it did have a health phase there. We didn't even talk about health phases. Health phases are basically
really,
like... is it even worth? We've got like 1 health phase left, but basically most bosses in this game have health phases where they like... After they take a certain amount of damage, they'll do something like they'll do an animation, spawn some guys, do a dance or something like that. And at that point, they can take damage, but it won't actually reduce their health at all. So we want to sort of like be quite strategic with that. But with the Arachnox, it's not really an issue.
Yeah. There is a way somehow to skip that like burrowing animation. It's just not shown to be at all consistent so far, and we still kind of have no idea what even caused it to ever happen in the first place.
Yeah.
As far as I know. Alright, I kind of want to try and keep Whisper away from him as he's dying, because if she lands a hit on him as he's dying, she would have stolen my general experience orbs. Shoutouts to the fact that there's lots of orbs that we're picking up the entire run.
Yeah.
Completely glossed over that.
Yeah, those green orbs, they're XP. Kind of neglected to mention this.
Oh my god, I'm getting How Do I Beat Whispered? Okay.
Whisper is down. We unfortunately don't kill her. We spare her for this one because it's a tiny
What are you
bit
talking
faster.
about? Unfortunately.
Donation incentives, in it. We got a $10 donation for Kill Whisper.
Lucky Whisper. We are not raising money today.
That's all right. Just your bank account, Twitch Prime. No. Sorry.
I kind of feel like I should say something because I saw a message in chat. There's nothing wrong with the modded Xbox. That is true. The only thing that having an Xbox being modded is the only benefit it gives us is just some even out load times.
Yeah.
And because like I was trying to say at some point, I'm not sure if it was before or after, an unfortunate event, but even like hard drives themselves, even if you have the game installed on it, like they will probably eventually die, but like Xbox DVD drives, most cases these days are probably not doing so well, and load times are going to be very inconsistent and variable between like different like even if it's the exact same model, it can drastically differ.
It's also
based on,
surprisingly
like,
easy to mod an Xbox.
Yeah. And honestly, as long as you can just soft mod your Xbox very easily these days. Just need
and this
like
isn't
a
like, oh
little
yeah, it's easy.
thumbstick.
Yeah. This isn't like, it's easy.
Yeah.
Just unscrew it, turn up the flim flam, switch it loop-de-loop, upside down, round and round, solder it all together, and bam, you've got a mod. No, like you just like get a game and a USB stick, and that's most of what you need.
Yep. Yeah, and the difference, like, it makes such a huge difference, and it honestly just helps a lot with stability. Not to mention, if I were running, the Xbox I'm running on currently can't even, like, run games at all. I'm lucky it can even read any games to install them onto the hard drive.
It tends to walk games, let's put it that way.
Yeah. Most cases it's going to come up with your the disk you're using may be dirty or damaged. Because mine is a Thompson drive, and most of those are basically dead nowadays. It's like, especially the Thompson drives. But like basically TLDR, we allow modded Xboxes just for the sake of installing the game on the hard drive, because it is definitely so much better than trying to read it off of your disk.
Plus, who wants to wait around? Let's be honest.
True.
So we're going to enter Balverine North. There is actually several ways of entering this map early, which is quite useful. We do it in some other...
Sorry.
Yeah, so we do this in some other versions of the run where we enter Balverine North early, because that gives us access to quite a few maps, and also the Solus Greatsword, which, outside of the Sword of Aeons in this version, is the strongest weapon in the game. Yeah, you can also notice our health mana bars are a little bit disproportionate. We don't need health, but we need mana. The power physical shield. But yeah, also as a note, because I know some people in chat are asking, the reason so basically this is the 2004 original version. There's the PC version, which is the Lost Chapters, which is almost like the director's cut. That was released in 2005, PC and Xbox. That is probably
that's going to be a buffered menu, but that's fine.
Probably the most competitive version of the game. There's like, it has the most amount of runners, most amount of tech and resources and everything like that. There's also Fable Anniversary, which came out on Xbox 360 and PC, which has also got a lot of unique tech. And all three of those are separate because they have separate tech, separate strats and everything. So they're kind of the same game, but also not really. It's like three different versions of the game. It's like, I guess think of it like Ocarina of Time Master Quest, and like Ocarina of Time version 0.9, or something like that. So it's three different versions of the game, but they all have their own little quirks and unique things. But there's nothing wrong with running any of them, apart from Anniversary on 360. We don't do that.
I mean, some of us do. It's only mostly for the memes, just because of how unstable that version is, especially.
Yeah.
And just absolutely slow and horrible. I can't recommend it. It's fun in its own way, but it's not good for competition at all.
These people have a very strange definition of fun, I will hasten to add.
Isn't that what speedrunning is, though?
Also, we're going to
Strange
rescue the
definition of fun.
archaeologist. We just need to kill these 2 minions. There's a little timer that goes on in the background, and after that timer, so basically once minions start reaching the dock, you'll have to kill all of them. If you just rush to the end and like kill those last 2, it'll be like, oh yeah, you saved them, and all the others will disappear.
It dawned on me that we don't do a recall strat in this version.
Yeah, no. Because the PC versions will use loadless time, so they'll time out the loads, it's faster to teleport out and then teleport back in. But because this is an Xbox, it's faster to just run back through.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. So let's get ourselves caught up on the story a bit here. So we, after we had conquered the arena, we were introduced to a fella named Jack of Blades, main antagonist of the game. No big deal. We don't see very much of him, in all honesty. But along with that, we were given some backstory about our mother. Turns out she was the first female hero to become arena champion. That's pretty cool. And she's also being held in Bargate Prison. We got some confirmation on that from our sister, who we met at the Grey House just a little bit ago as well, before rescuing the archaeologist. The reason we needed to rescue the archaeologist, because A, we like him. He has an unused trophy called a Scrumpy Crate, but we can never access. And what else? Oh yeah, he also knows the only other way of getting into Bargate Prison, other than the obvious of just lol, get imprisoned. He knows a back way, and that's what we're doing here in Litchfield Graveyard.
Yeah. We also have the Gravekeeper.
So I accidentally spoke to him a little bit too soon. Soft target system was just a little bit not
bit too eager to have a chat there clean. But yeah, no, so basically this is one of the most annoying and RNG dependent quests in the game. So we basically need to dig up the 4 pieces of this ancient hero named Nostro's gear. So we've got his armor, his helmet, his sword, and his shield. And gather for these, and the path he shall yield. So yeah, we're going to do this. And we're going to, unfortunately, that will require doing some fishing. And fishing, let me talk about fishing for a minute. Fishing is like an evil version of the game red light, green light. So the green light, you can start reeling it in. Red light, it starts biting back, and if you keep pressing A, you'll snap the line. So, so yeah,
it's made even worse on console because of the fact that you can only have so many inputs accepted in a certain window of time. So, just to give you an idea,
red light, green light.
I can mash a lot faster than that, but the game literally does not let me mash faster than that. I need to go about that speed, or I am actually losing time.
Yeah,
it is kind of ridiculous.
The good thing at least is that makes it a lot safer. Whereas on the PC version, it's very tense.
Also, I think in OG it is actually, because in TLC it was kind of rebalanced around the existence of the Rod of Champions, which the original version does not have. So it is a bit more lenient.
Yeah,
than in Lost Chapters.
As a side note, I think Nostro was probably sleeping on his side because he was like, my arm. During that cutscene.
He'd be like that. He's been dead for a while. So.
Yeah, that'd probably leave you with a dead arm.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Achy arm.
So that is the most useless but important cutscene in the game.
Yeah.
If that cutscene doesn't play, you cannot finish the quest. Why is this important? Because the savvy out of you there in the audience might think, hey, why didn't you just clip through that door? You can do this, but then that cutscene doesn't play and you can't finish this quest, which is quite annoying because I know you'd be able to skip all the fishing and like digging up gravestones and opening tombs and everything, and it would be great.
And also this bit of micro RNG with enemy AI.
Yeah.
These guys need to step into this stone circle in order to become attackable.
Yeah.
And even with having the lamp on to make me more noticeable, notice me. Okay. Let's just waste a flourish. That's fine.
That's all right.
Gravekeeper is making it through this ordeal.
But then he disappears.
Budget would be proud.
It's so sad. But yeah, there's currently, I believe, $250 bounty on getting that working graveyard skip that saves time on the PC version. We've tried a lot of things, but if you are interested, you can join the Fable Discord and join in the fun of trying to figure out graveyard skip and prison skip, which kind of works, kind of doesn't. How would you join the Fable Discord, Etem? I can't remember all that URL. So it's going to be go to speedrun.com/Fable, and on the left there'll be an option to click Discord. You just join that Discord server, and we're all in there. We all have a great time. It's lovely. We're all very welcoming, and yeah, it's a great community. Big shout out to the Fable community.
That's how I got there too.
Yeah. Everyone is welcome in there.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask, what got you started speedrunning Fable in particular?
Bane, you first.
That is an interesting story. That was actually my very first speed game was Fable, TLC. Because I was actually originally looking to get into Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, specifically the Level 1 Data Organization RTA category that they've had going for years. That was like my first, I guess, kind of hook into speedrunning, the way it's known these days. But I didn't have a capture card at the time, so the only other thing I had was emulator, because I didn't have a working NTSC-J PS2 as well. So I couldn't do speedruns with emulator because that's not allowed in that community as far as I know. And then I was just like, okay, I need to find something else that I can ruin from my childhood. So I looked at Fable TLC and I was like, you know what? I bet I know this game pretty well. I could do this. Hint, I didn't actually know that game as much as I thought I did. I've learned so much more stuff in the last 5 years. But yeah, just kind of watched I think it was, I don't remember who had the record at the time. I think it was either Etem here or it was Blasted T.
It was probably me. I'm gonna gloat and say it was probably me.
It probably was, but I didn't actually. Well, maybe I did know that, but I did watch one of Blasted's runs and I took notes, and that's when I got my starting with it.
Yeah.
And that was 5 years ago?
Giant Steps 92 at the time who came into my chat first.
Sounds about right.
And then later on, Etem and Blasted and KJ Freshly came in around the same time that I did, and it was all good fun. Back when there was just a Skype group. This was before the Discord server existed.
Oh my gosh!
I want to say it's close to 6 years.
Okay. Yeah,
I guess to give my story, because I'm the old fart around here. So I remember watching. So this is going to show my age a little bit. I'm only 25, I promise. On Google Video, right? Before YouTube, there was Google Video, and there was a speedrun of Fable, the original Xbox version, in 1:37 game time, which I think is like 150 something or 2 hours real time. Just give an idea of how much it's gone down. I remember watching that and thinking, that's pretty neat. And then nothing for several years. And then in about 2013, I found speedrunning on a little site called twitch.tv. And yeah, I saw that there was a speedrun on Speed Demos Archive. Who remembers Speed Demos Archive?
GD, who remembers?
Yeah. And I looked at it and went, I could beat that. So a little bit of practice later, and yes, I did indeed beat it. That was in 2013, 2014, and 7-8 years later, here I am still. The community has grown quite a lot since then. It was me and Blaster T who I found on a Reddit comment saying that he ran Fable. Yeah, it's diversified quite a lot. Again, there was a Skype group of about 10 people, and now we have just hit 500 people in the Fable Discord server, so give everyone a round of applause.
Nice.
So yeah, this is it's a very good community, very welcoming. It's been a great place to be for the last 8 years. I've been a little bit less active in the last year, but I am planning to get back into it with there's a few exciting things on the horizon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We'll be looking out for those.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you both for sharing.
No problem. Imagine completing a game 100%, but imagine completing it more than 100%. Imagine truly beating a game 100%. That's what I'll say.
You might even say plus.
Beyond.
Plus what?
Just plus.
Ominous. But yeah, I guess story exposition time. We are in the prison. We've been sent there by Jack of Blades. We are basically like a bald Humpty Dumpty in our Great British underwear, doing some roles, doing the prison exercises. So basically, we do the prison exercise for a chance to listen to the warden's poetry.
The cautionary song of the jailbird. Behold, the ball.
Great poetry. And these books which have the key to escape in them. Luckily, these books aren't RNG. They are, you always fail it the first time and get it the second time. You'll never get the key successfully on your first year, which is actually a good thing. Even though it means more time in prison, if this was RNG, you would just lose like 2 minutes here if you failed it. So you can either like finish the race successfully over 2 years, or you can fail the first race and then pass the second race, and then you'll get the book.
Another year, another
Yep.
race.
So also one small thing, we've got some hashtag beard facts. So this beard you have right here is the chin beard. It is a beard in the game, but no place sells it. You can't get it from anywhere else. The prison is the only place you can get the beard in this game. It's really weird. Like, it seems like it's a beard that should exist. It like has a name description, stats and everything, but just nobody sells it. There is an entry for it in the official strategy guide. Because we bought the strategy guide, we've reached that level. And it says, oh yeah, in a house in Bowerstone South, which just doesn't exist. It's like a house on the north of Bowerstone South when there's no houses on the north. It's pretty annoying. So we're going to do the second prison race here.
Also, just as a note, the only thing we can do to make this faster is if we were playing it in French. I'm playing it in English just because of nostalgia reasons. But
yes.
This would be a good time to talk about what we've tried for Prison Skip.
What have we tried for Prison Skip? We have tried... Okay, so when Jack catches you and sends you to prison, you can skip that cutscene trigger. You can go around it and leave the map, but you can't leave it because basically there's a system in this game called quest areas, where like when you're on a quest, only certain areas will be available. So you can leave the map, but they will say, oh, hey, you're leaving a quest area, which is annoying. We've tried getting a hitbox in and trying to summon clip out. Doesn't work. We don't have magic. We've tried leaving the map. Even if you like get the best case scenario and you can leave the map, once you reach the courtyard, like the map we were just in, we won't be able to enter any other maps. What else have we tried? We've tried hero save strats. We've tried everything under the sun and nothing. We do have a semi-prison skip for anniversary, but it's more like a Kraken skip. So we're going to fight off against a Kraken later. And
it basically just skips out the entire going back through the way we came in from escape part of the sequence. Yeah.
How
much time does French save? It saves 34 seconds over English, and English is actually the slowest in comparison.
Yeah, of course it is. There is currently, I don't know exactly how much it's been lost through the weeds a little bit, but I've personally put another $250 bounty on a successful prison skip. Successful being able to be done in a run and saves time. If you want to earn yourself $500, just find those 2 skips. But yes, French is the fastest language. It saves 34 seconds just because of the spoken dialogue. Like they just talk faster in French.
Because it's not in the cutscene, we can't skip it, but we can make them talk faster. So that's why all the optimal speedruns are done in French. I say optimal, but I also always run 100% in English just because.
Yeah, preference sake. Also, while we're heading back through the prison tunnels, this is a very good hydration check. You, the person listening to this, you have any water near you? Make sure you drink some water. If not, fill up the water. Do you have any cups or plates in your room that need to be put away? Now's a good time to do that.
True.
Big hydration check. Make sure you're drinking some water. Thank you, Wintilda, for correcting me. The prison skip alone is $450. So, big money. Would you like to bankrupt the Fable community using this one weird trick?
Oh my goodness. Please, let me go.
Hello there, officer. What seems to be the problem?
What seems to be the officer problem? What the heck? Get him.
Interesting note about the guards. They're one of the few enemies which don't give any good nor evil points for killing them, because it's like a morally
those
neutral
guards
thing.
specifically, they're a little weird.
Yeah.
Alright, so Kraken fight, honestly pretty straightforward. I just need to dispatch its tentacles here. And best way to go about doing that is with multi-hero, does what it says on the tin. And then it comes up from below to reveal his face, and I just need to damage his face. Nice and easy stuff. And then we get another tentacle phase, and then we finally get another, I refer to it as face phase.
Face phase. I like that.
And then, because of the way the second phase works, it's best to just do it with a multi-hero. Because he'll charge up a longer-lasting breath attack.
Yeah.
I should probably use those 2 charges there. There we go.
Nice. So, hey, quest complete. We're free from the prison. Yay. We're approaching the home stretch of the game. I'm so used to TLC where it's like you still got like all of that content, but no, we are nearly at the end of the game. So we're going to head to Barrowfield and we're going to activate the ancient Colours Gate, and that will take us to Hook Coast, where nobody goes and nobody comes from, not even the people who live there.
True. I'm surprised that quick fade worked with how far
I'm surprised as well, I'll be honest.
Yeah. Don't have very many opportunities for quick fades going forward. Especially if I'm going to be playing it safe, which means I'm not doing one here.
Yeah.
Thumb is away from the controller.
Best behavior.
Put that thumb away. Alright.
You need to get to the Colours Gate in the middle of Darkwood. The gate will only open when its hunger for undead souls is sated.
So yeah, what Scarlet Robe just said. We rescued our mother from Bargate Prison. Yeah, you just need to get to Hook Coast now, just as was said before. So the bigger the undead that you kill here, the more substantial gains you get for the progress bar there. So I was trying to kill the generals there. Those are the big, like, bright blue ones.
Yeah, the ones with the little zappy swords.
So yeah, I'm currently brandishing a weapon, which is a 40 gold fine. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be brandishing a weapon for that much longer anyway, because this cutscene just automatically sheathes it for me.
Yeah, very kind of it. Unfortunately, we couldn't go.
Barrier in our way.
There's a barrier in the way, and our mother couldn't go 2 minutes without being kidnapped again. So, so yeah, we're going to head back there, and she's been kidnapped. So we will have to forego all of our quests and go and. Luckily, we found a book
that we don't have.
Yeah, we found a book, which we're going to find a book in a second, which it just so happens to decode
Be a thing about barriers.
Yeah, the barrier book. Who'd have thunk it? Also, a bit weird it was in Maze's quarters. Don't know what that's about. I mean, it's not a traitor or anything, so no idea what
Surely
he's
not.
doing there.
From your mother. Quickly.
No clue whatsoever.
Speak to me.
All right. And just for safety's sake, I'm going to make sure I have plenty of potions for the rest of the run. We do. We're good.
As he said, Hook Coast. Nobody goes there. Nobody comes from there.
All right. All right. Jack has captured our mother again.
What are the odds?
So what's so important about Hook Ghost anyway? Basically, there's a little thing that Jack is after ultimately. I may or may not have it on my back right now. He may or may not be a bit blind, but it's fine. We'll forgive him.
Fine. Yeah, he may or may not be after the Sword of Aeons, but also fails to notice that it is on his back. And then we'll have a little...
The whole business in Hook Coast is that there's a key here, and it will only make itself known to one of my family's bloodlines, so conveniently, that's where I'm going to be. It's going to make itself known to us. Our sister's going to be here as well, unbeknownst to us until this cutscene. And also, oh no, Maze is in fact a traitor. We have to deal with him.
We found the imposter. Emergency meeting.
Uh-oh.
Among Us. Sorry.
Maze's been acting kind of sus, though. Not gonna lie.
True. This is one of the few
I'm gonna
things
wait here.
Yeah.
Just for the... Make sure I do this fight right.
Maze is one of the most important health phase fights because you can skip health phases by like attacking him just as he gets up from a knockdown, which we call lighthouse skip. So you can see he's in the lighthouse and then he comes back down. So it's a real pain to go up the lighthouse and down the lighthouse. So we...
Especially on console, let me tell you what. Shoutouts to seal buffers, by the way. I've been using those like on so many autosaves. That is an OG exclusive thing. It doesn't even work on the Xbox version of Lost Chapters. It's just really fun to do. Also really easy. Just hold down D on the D-pad, down on the D-pad on the like halfway point in the autosave.
We don't have a keyboard. How many times have I told you? Are you going to go for...
No.
No, do it for the kids.
I'm not. It's really hard to aim on console with the controller. It's really slow.
Dang it.
And yeah. I also don't want to waste my multi-arrow charge.
That's all right. So to give it a little bit of explanation, there's a strat that's called Jack's Hit. I hasten to add the space in between. Yeah. Where basically like because if you attack Jack, it will start the cutscene to take you to the next area. So like with a very well placed arrow, you can hit the you can hit Jack from like the other side of the map, which is pretty cool. Who was it that found it?
I do not remember.
Was it me?
Oh no.
I don't think it was me. I don't want to take credit for it. It probably wasn't me.
Aiming's hard. What can I say?
That is true. You're also on an Xbox.
Yeah, if only I had like some Xbox mouse accessory. That would have been nice.
Oh god. Got the mouse with like 2 buttons, no scroll wheel. Maybe a third button in the middle. It's just like 3 identical looking clickers. I don't know, what do you call the...
But yeah, basically in order to get the sword that is on our backs right now, Jack is going around and activating these focus sites because of some shenanigans, some ancient rituals, which some of our ancestors had done to, you know, hide the sword from him. Because, frankly, it is a powerful sword. I could see why he wants it. But yeah, Jack is a very ancient dude.
Yeah. In fact, he's so ancient, he's about to be put in the ground soon. Oh god, spoilers.
Oh. I mean, final boss, you know, you kind of have to, like, guess that a little bit. Wow! My goodness. I cannot believe that quick fade was actually quick. Oh, boy.
So yeah, we are reaching the very close to the end of the game. So the guild is on fire. Things are going terribly. The Jack has the Sword of Aeons. So we are going to fight him with the Sword of Aeons.
Last quick fade is an instant one. Let's go.
Last quick fade. You want to do shout-outs while you're doing this? We're just going to fight some minions.
First of all, happy birthday, Big Law. I hope
Happy
I get your
birthday,
big
Big
shot
Law.
off here.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm kind of want to just make sure I don't screw this up somehow.
Yeah.
If that's all right.
I'll do some shout-outs for you in the meantime. Shout-outs.
2, 3.
Okay,
Yep,
we're good.
No big shot.
So there's a strat you can do, which is frame perfect, where you can charge the bow during this cutscene. But alas. Yeah. Shout-outs to Clean Sarah. Thank you for doing this run. Very good showing. All underestimate as well.
Absolute thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank you to GDQ and all the staff and everyone here for allowing us the opportunity. Very, very kind of you.
Of course. Yeah, this has been really fun. I appreciate you both being here and Clean Sarah showing it
Oh, hey,
off
time
for
as
us.
well. Sorry.
Time. Sorry. Yeah.
Time.
Sorry, we kind of neglected that. We was busy.
There would have been time for shout-outs here at the end, so you can continue if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the whole Fable community. Everyone in there is truly wonderful, amazing people. Great people I've known over the last 8+ years. Again, join the Fable Discord. It's like, oh, where do I want to speedrun Fable now? What do I do? Speedrun.com/Fable. Click Discord, join the Discord. We've got every game in there. We've got Fable 1, we've got Fable 2, we've got Fable 3. We even have Fable the Journey. Do you want to speedrun the Connect game? Probably not, but if you want to, you can.
Fable Heroes is probably a better game to be speedrunning than the Journey. But anyway.
But yeah, we have a whole bunch of great resources. We've got text guides, video guides, and everything. Yeah, it's just a great place to be. It's a great run. There's a whole bunch of variety in all the categories. 100% is wild and wacky and fun and gets up to all kinds of shenanigans. All Silver Quest is a fun middle ground. We've even got meme categories. We've got stick only. You can beat the game using only a stick.
Something for everyone.
Yeah. Even those who are masochists and want to beat the game using only a stick.
Well, thank you both again for being here. Those of you watching, if you enjoyed this run, please make sure you follow our runner here on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/CleanSarah, as well as our commentator for tonight. That was Etem, twitch.tv/ETEM. But we are going to break soon. But before we do, I just want to say a big thank you to all of our subscribers for making this show and other hotfix shows possible. Did you know that if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe to any Twitch channel of your choice every month for free? So please consider using your Prime Gaming account to subscribe to the GDQ Twitch channel if you like. And don't forget that Flame Fatales is coming up August 15th through the 24th. First. You can go to gamesdonequick.com/framefatales for more information on that. We'll be right back with Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Don't go away.
Thank you, everyone.